Hello dear students. In the previous video, we saw accounting treatment of goodwill in different situations. In this session, we will understand what will be the journal entry when the new partner is not able to bring his share of premium for goodwill in cash. So here is question number 9. A and B are the partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 3:2. They admitted C as a new partner for 1/5 share. C brought rupees 30,000 as capital in cash, but he could not bring his share of goodwill rupees 10,000 in cash. So here it is given that the new partner is not able to bring his share of goodwill, that is rupees 10,000 in cash. He is bringing only his share of capital, rupees 30,000. So let us pass journal entry for this. As he is bringing capital rupees 30,000 with him, so here cash will increase. So cash account will be debited by rupees 30,000 and C's capital account will be credited. Here new partner C is not able to bring his share of goodwill, that is rupees 10,000 in cash, but still we will distribute it to all partners in their sacrificing ratio. So here premium for goodwill account will not be debited as he is not able to bring that share in cash. Here instead of premium for goodwill, C's capital account will be debited. We will charge his share of goodwill from his capital account. So here, instead of premium for goodwill account, C's capital account will be debited by rupees 10,000. And this 10,000 will be distributed among all partners in their sacrificing ratio. Here sacrificing ratio is 3:2. Here sacrificing ratio will remain the same as old ratio of old partner. Here old ratio of old partner was 3:2. In this question sacrificing ratio is not given, but we have already studied that when sacrificing share or sacrificing ratio is not given and the old ratio of old partner and new partner's share is given, relative old ratio of old partners will be their sacrificing ratio. So here sacrificing ratio will remain the same, that is 3:2 as relative old ratio of old partner. So when 10,000 will be distributed according to this ratio, you will get 6,000 for A and 4,000 for B. So here A's capital account will be credited by 6,000 and B's capital account will be credited by rupees 4,000. Let us do question number 11. Capital of G and E is rupees 80,000 and 60,000 respectively. They admitted B as a new partner for 1/4 share in profit. B brought rupees 50,000 as his capital. Calculate goodwill and pass necessary journal entries for goodwill. See, in this question, firm's goodwill is not given. And here we have to calculate the share of goodwill which new partner will bring. For that, we need to calculate firm's goodwill. So, in the situation when firm's goodwill is not given, in that case, goodwill of the firm is valued on the basis of or capital of partners. So let us see calculation for this. Here first we will calculate total capital of the firm by taking B's capital, that is new partner's capital, as base. Here new partner's share is 1/4 and his capital is 50,000. His share in profit is 1/4 and his capital is 50,000. So if on 1/4 share capital is 50,000, then how much will be the amount of capital as a whole? So here we will get 2 lakh. By cross multiplication, we will get 2 lakh. So 2 lakh is the net worth of firm on the basis of new partner B's capital. But as per the information given in the question, the combined capital of all three partners or net worth is 1,90,000. Here we are given in the question that capital of G is 80,000, capital of E is 60,000 and capital of B is 50,000. When we add these, we will get 1,90,000. Now as we have both the information, that is total capital of the firm by taking B's capital as base, that is 2 lakh, and combined capital of all three partners as given in the question, or we can say it net worth, that is 1,90,000. So on the basis of these information, we will calculate goodwill of the firm. Here formula for goodwill of the firm is equal to net worth of firm on the basis of new partners B's capital, that is 2 lakh, minus net worth of the firm excluding goodwill, that is 1,90,000. So 2 lakh minus 1,90,000 is 10,000. So 10,000 is the goodwill of the firm. Now as we have found out goodwill of the firm, that is 10,000, on the basis of that we are now able to find out B's share of goodwill, that is 10,000 multiplied by 1/4. Why 1/4? Because here it is given in question that B as a new partner, he is getting 1/4 share in profit. So new partner's share is 1/4. So 10,000 multiplied by 1/4 is equal to 2,500. Now let us see journal entry for this. See, here as B is a new partner and he is not able to bring his share of goodwill in cash. So here instead of debiting premium for goodwill, B's capital account will be debited by rupees 2,500. That means it is due and old partner will charge it from the capital of new partner, that is B's capital account. That's why here B's capital account will be debited instead of premium for goodwill account. And this amount, that is 2,500, will be distributed among all partners in their sacrificing ratio. Here sacrificing ratio will remain same as the old ratio. In this question, old ratio of partners is not mentioned. But as we have already studied that when profit and loss sharing ratio is not mentioned, then according to provision of Partnership Act, we will consider it equal. And as old ratio is 1:1, that is equal, so sacrifice ratio will also be 1:1. As in this question also, we don't have any other information. We don't have sacrificing ratio. We don't have new profit and loss sharing ratio. We just have old ratio and new partners share in profit. That is 1/4. So in that case, sacrificing ratio will remain the same as old ratio, that is 1:1. So according to this ratio, 2,500 will be distributed as 1,250 to G and 1,250 to E. Now second entry we will pass for new partner's capital that he is bringing, that is 50,000. So cash account will be debited as firm's cash will increase. So cash account will be debited and B's capital account will be credited by rupees 50,000. Now let us see question number 12. R, C and B are the partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 3:2:1. Their capital as on 1st April 2016 is rupees 1,60,000 and 50,000 respectively. on that date, the balance of general reserve was rupees 90,000. They admitted P as a new partner. P brought rupees 1,80,000 as his capital. New profit and loss sharing ratio of all the partners is decided to 2:1:1:2. Calculate goodwill and pass necessary journal entries. Now, first thing that we will do is we will distribute the amount of general reserve, that is 90,000, among all partners in their old ratio. So here in the question, old ratio is given, that is 3:2:1. According to that ratio, R will get 45,000, C will get 30,000 and B will get 15,000 out of 90,000. We have already studied it in previous chapter that all accumulated profit and general reserves are all kind of reserves are distributed among old partners in their old ratio. Why old ratio? And to old partners only? Because these accumulated profit and on all type of reserves, only old partners have right, because these are the result of their effort only. At that time, new partner was not admitted. So here, new partner does not have any right on it. That's why it is distributed among old partners only in their old ratio. Now, second entry. Here, in the question, it is given that P, who is new partner, is bringing his capital in cash, that is rupees 1,80,000. So cash account will be debited and P's capital account will be credited. Our next entry will be of distribution of share of goodwill of new partner among old partner in their sacrificing ratio. Here only R and C are sacrificing, that is to in equal ratio, that is 1:1. In this question also it is given that the new partner P is not bringing his goodwill in cash, and firm's goodwill is also not given here. So here we need to calculate first firm's goodwill. So here is the calculation for this. As here firm's goodwill is not given, so here we will calculate it on the basis of new partners, that is P's capital. So here share of new partner in profit is 2/6. How we will get 2/6? Here in the question, new ratio of all the partners after the admission of new partner is given. That is 2:1:1:2. So here ratio of P is 2. According to that, his share of profit will be 2/6. 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2, that is 6. So 2/6. So here, if on 2/6 share, if his capital is, amount of his capital is 1,80,000, then what will be the amount of capital as a whole? For that, we will cross multiply it. 1,80,000 multiplied by 6/2, that is 5,40,000. But here, as per the informations given in question, net worth is 4,80,000. In net worth, what we have included? Here, all the capital balances of all the partners, that is R, C, B and P, will be added, and general reserve is also given. So general reserve will also be added. So in this way, we will get 4,80,000, that is net worth. So now, by applying the formula, that is goodwill of the firm is equal to net worth of the firm on the basis of new partner's capital minus net worth of the firm excluding goodwill. So here we will get 60,000. 5,40,000 minus 4,80,000 is equal to 60,000. 60,000 is goodwill of the firm. Now we are able to calculate new partner's share of goodwill, which is equal to 60,000 multiplied by 2 by 6. 2 by 6 is new partner's share in profit. So 60,000 will be multiplied by 2 by 6. So in this way, we will get new partner's share of goodwill, that is 20,000. So here is the journal entry for this. As P is not bringing his share of goodwill in cash, this amount is due. So we will charge it from his capital account. So P's capital account will be debited here, which is 20,000, and it will be distributed to old partner in their sacrificing ratio. Here only R and C are sacrificing, that is 2 in 1:1 ratio. So 20,000 will be distributed as 10,000 and 10,000. R's capital account will be credited by 10,000 and C's capital account will be credited by rupees 10,000. So here we have completed the treatment of goodwill in different situations. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.